Bro, you know how much I'm paying for blow right now? Francis. Whoa. You hear me? Oh, the brothers are getting on soon. I don't know. I hit him up earlier. He didn't respond. That's not even like him. But he's going through shit. Like, him and his wife are trying to have a kid, and they're trying to quit smoking cigarettes, and they're both like going through hell. Well, quitting cigarettes is hard because they want to have a kid, and they want to do it right. I mean, they've been married for like 15 years. I don't know if you've ever met his wife. She's very cool. She's a little quiet, but she's very cool. Yeah, she plays with. She's very quiet, but she's very, like, she's cool with me. Well, they haven't done it yet. They're trying to get healthy first. Yeah, they're trying to get healthy first. Oh, I done shit myself. Yeah, man, I told fucking Scott, I was like, bro, set an alarm, call me today. I'll ask Brian about getting you a job plumbing. He never did. Right? I went out of my way and I was like, yo, my buddy needs a fucking job. I don't fucking know. He didn't follow through, and that shit pissed me off. No, I offered him my buddy. You remember Brian? Remember we went to his house with the Mexican? I was like, yo, Brian, I could probably get you hired doing plumbing with Brian, and he'd pay you $20 an hour. I was like, you need to call me tomorrow. You need to remind me. And he didn't fucking do it. Dude, Brian's cool as fuck. Brian doesn't give a shit. And he didn't do it. I mean, he would hire someone if I asked him. And I'm willing to stick my neck out for Scott again. And he didn't follow through again. Don't tell him I said that. Just be like, Tristan told me that he was trying to get you a job with Brian, and you never called him. He said he told you to call him, and you didn't do it. Only say that. Don't say anything else. And you can say, I told you when we were playing Fortnite. Fucking chill as fuck, dude. Brian's cool as hell. He's not gonna like that Brian's a fucking cokehead, but he doesn't have to like him. He's just gotta fucking... Like, Brian's gonna pay him good money. He's gonna treat him right. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's gonna expect him to work on the weekends, but he's not gonna treat him like a piece of shit. I've never been here. And that's what I told Scott the other day, that I was like, bro, it wasn't just the fact that you were running your mouth. It was the fact that you didn't show up when you were supposed to. He was like, what am I supposed to do? I can't drive. I don't have a fucking insurance. And I was like, you take the train. You asked me. I said, I have to be there in the morning anyway. I would have picked you up. He expects too much from people without giving anything in return. 22 to start. And he's not gonna care what he fucking knows. And he'll treat him like fucking family. Well, Brian's a master plumber. It took like 7 years of college. See, that's what Brian's not gonna put up with. He's gonna be like, bro, dude, my boss hired him knowing he didn't have an experience. He did us a favor for me. Most people have to have HVAC fucking certification, shit like that. And Scott was giving him, literally giving him shit about it. I'm like, Scott, he literally hired you as a favor without any of the certs, and you're making him feel bad for it. It's only going to be good for a certain amount of time, because knowing Scott, he's going to expect more than what he deserves. You know what I mean? He thinks everybody owes him something. Hold on, I got shields for us. How'd you get up there? Oh, you can just literally just run up here. If you run and slide, you can go up the hills. You gotta run and slide up the hills. So go down a little bit and then run and slide. Huh. Well, listen, another important thing that it has to be implied if we start this company together is you have got, when I tell you something, you can't run to Scott and tell him. You can tell, no, you can tell, I already told you you can tell him that. But I mean, like, if I tell you, say, like, I don't want you to tell anyone, I need to know that you're gonna keep your mouth shut. And I also need to know that you're never gonna lie to me. You know, I brought that up to him, and he said, I never gave him shit about the ketamine. I've done ketamine a bunch of times. He doesn't give me shit, like... He's gotta let people live their life. I've done ketamine a bunch of times. I'm literally doing coke right now. Literally. I'm not joking. I have just about a gram left. I had 3 grams on last Friday. I pay $50 a gram, bro. Yeah, I owe him like $800. Like 800. Yeah. He tried to tell me, he was like, oh, don't worry about it, you got me a job, blah, 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 blah. You don't owe me anything. And I was like, no, dude, I'm not like that. Like, I still owe you the money. Like, I know you're trying to be nice. Yeah, but he's just trying to be a good person. But like, I was like, Scott, I'm not going to forget that I owe you. Like, I'm just not. He helped me out when I really needed it. And he deserves someone who's gonna stick to their word. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a pain in the ass, but he's a good person. I just know he's gonna fuck it up because they're gonna give him an inch and he's gonna want to take a mile. And the problem is Brian, you know how nice Brian is. Brian will probably let him take advantage of him. And then he'll finally realize it and be like, you know what? Fuck this dude. You know how Brian is. He's too nice for his own good. I mean, you remember when we went over there, we did literally all of his coke. And he didn't even care. He literally didn't care. And like, he was doing really well then, and he's not doing really well now. He sent me a screenshot the other day, and I was like, Brian, like, I thought you were doing well. And he was like, bro, I've been fucking up. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, my business hasn't been making as much as it used to. I said, how bad? And he sent me his credit card statement. He owes like fucking 100 grand, and he only has $70 left of credit. Yeah. Don't repeat that. I mean, he comes from a dynasty family. Do you know how much money him, his brother, and his sister is inheriting? He tries to do everything on his own, but him, his brother, and his sister are inheriting 65 million. So him himself is going to inherit what, like at least 8 million. But he doesn't like. He's such a good person and he's such a like fucking, you know, he's a standalone that he's like, he doesn't like think like that. You know what I mean? He wants. It's not about the. He's like me. It's not about the money for him. It's about feeling good about himself, and he feels like he's failing right now, and I completely understand that. Even though he didn't call, I texted Brian. He's with his dad, and I was told him about Scott. He hasn't responded yet, but don't tell him that I texted him because Scott needs to realize that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, don't expect me to go to my way for you. I already did go out of my way for him, but I don't want him to know it. I want him to think that he fucked up. It's because I love the kid, and he thinks everyone owes him something. He's entitled. He's like, yeah, he's like a fuck. I hate not to be racist. He's like a black chick. I'm really not racist. I'm right next to you. Oh yeah, you are. Oh, they're good. They're good. They're really good. They're really good. Yeah, they're good. They were fucking juking me. You know what I mean? Like going left and right and left and right and left and right. I'm not good enough for that shit. Who says I'm looking for points? I'm just being me. I gotta tell these girls, man. Like, I'm not trying to get you on my good side. Like, if I'm just being me. If you don't like it, walk. And like now they know that I'm a fucking technical analyst, and they're fucking trying, man. And that's what really bothers me. It's like when I was a fucking security guard, you weren't up my fucking ass. And that's how I know they're fucking superficial. That's how I know to, like, I ain't gonna fucking give them a chance. I ain't gonna pay your bills, bitch. I ain't your daddy. Yeah, that's cocaine. Yeah, he denied it, man. He was like, I didn't give him shit about that. I was like, well, you shouldn't. I said, let people be themselves, man. If they want to party and have fun, let them. All right. Yeah, let's shut the ranked off, cause we're getting our ass beat.